Hey, it's Kyle here with Campus Gains. I want you to go to school, transform your body, and then come back and impress your friends and family. And in this video, I am reviewing one of the most popular college training programs on the internet, which is Steve Cook's Big Man on Campus program. Now, this program is hosted over at bodybuilding.com, and it is arguably one of the most popular programs on the internet targeted specifically for college students. I actually created a full cheat sheet for that program. You can click on that right below this video. But in this video, I want to talk about the pros and cons of each portion of the program and tell you the straight dope shit about whether or not I think it actually is effective for college students. So first I want to talk about the workout program, which is noticeably the things that most people pay attention to more than anything else. And the good things about the workout program is, one, it is a full body program. So it's not working on specific things like just biceps or abs. It's working your entire body. So leg day is included in there. The second thing I like about the program is at the very least it's showing you a bunch of videos on how each of these exercises are performed by Steve Cook himself, which is pretty nice. And last, they try to at least limit the amount of time that each workout takes by controlling things by like rest times and how quickly you should be moving from one exercise to the next. In most cases, the rests are between 30 and 90 seconds, so you're going very quickly from one exercise to the next. Now, the things I don't like about the exercise are, first of all, there's a lack of progress info on how you're supposed to progress from one exercise to the next and one workout to the next. So Steve simply says you need to be constantly increasing the weight. Very good training programs tend to base their increases on percentages. So whether or not you're doing standard sets or reverse pyramid sets or whatever it is, typically you have a max amount that you're trying to reach for that exercise, and then you base the rest of your sets on a percentage of that set. So there's a lack of that information in this program, so I could see where beginners might be confused by how much they're supposed to increase from week to week, causing them to either overshoot those amounts and kind of inhibit their results, or undershoot them and see no results at all. So that's the first problem. The second problem is there are too many exercises. Now, I know that sounds stupid, but for a college student, putting that many exercises means there's a lot of time in between switching from machine to machine. And if you've been in a gym where there are a lot of people or students, that amount of time going from one machine to another machine takes up time. And in many cases, you have to wait to get to a machine. So if you were packing on a bunch of different exercises, that's a bunch of added time that is not calculated into the total time that they say for the whole workout, which he claims 45 minutes to an hour for most sessions, but you add in waiting time, how much time it takes for you to set up on all those different machines, and then that time begins to expound. So I don't like that. Third thing I don't like about the program are there are too many days. For a beginner or even an intermediate, you really only need to work out 3 to 4 days. He has a 5 to 6 day training program here. For a busy college student that is supposed to be spending the majority of their time studying, that just doesn't add up. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is the diet in the Big Man on Campus program. So overall, the diet is actually pretty good. So there's a good explanation on the macros and how they're supposed to help you in the muscle building process. There's even a really nice calculator where you can punch in your weight and height and some basic variables, and it'll push out the amount of calories and the breakdown of the macronutrients that you need to be eating. So that's really awesome too. Plus, there's a bunch of really good shopping and budget eating tips that'll help you manage trying to get all the right macros into your diet in a very affordable way that's not clashing with your lifestyle. So I like that too. The things I don't like about the diet, first of all, there is at times an excessive amount of protein being recommended to you. Now, a lot of research has been done on how much protein it actually takes to build muscle or maintain existing muscle. And that range is somewhere between 0.6 grams per 1 pound of body weight up to 1.5 grams per 1 pound of body weight. And there has been something to say about more helps maintenance of muscle and also helps satiety in a diet, which is true. However, at some points, this program is recommending 2 grams or maybe even 3 grams. Now, that could help you to not be as hungry on the diet, but it does nothing for your muscle building progress, which they claim it does. So I do not like that. Also, there are just too many meals in this program. Now, I know that's a typical bodybuilding fashion in order to eat more meals, and the reason more meals are typically recommended is because they help your muscles feel fuller most of the time. And since this is a bodybuilding type of workout and program, he's trying to get your muscles to feel full and for you to look denser and fuller all the time. However, it does nothing to rev up your metabolism, does nothing for extra fat burning. There is no scientific evidence of that whatsoever, which he claims it does. So I do not like that. Now the next section is about supplements. Now, if you learn more about me, I use a very minimal approach to supplements, and I don't recommend a lot of high supplement use in your program because they only contribute to a very small percentage of your results. You get your diet, your training, and your motivation together, and everything else falls into place. And supplementation is good if you're in a bind and you can't get all your protein, or you just want a tiny little extra boost. So the things that are good about this program: recommendations on whey protein for getting in your protein when you may not have access to meat or your food all the time, and creatine, which there's a lot of evidence of that building small strength increases over time and water retention in your muscles over time as well. So that is good. Now, the things I don't like about the supplement recommendations is, first of all, this is hosted on bodybuilding.com. Now, this site makes all of their money on supplements. That is what the majority of their money comes from. So this program pushes a lot of supplements on you. It pushes multiple different stacks, like beginner stacks, intermediate, advanced stacks. And these are essentially bundles of different supplements, which include pre-workouts and energy supplements and multivitamins, of which pre-workouts are absolutely not necessary to build muscle. Multivitamins, there has been a lot of research done recently that shows that multivitamins have no evidence of improving your micronutrient makeup in you. So there's a lot of stuff that's being recommended that has very little scientific evidence basis on it that is not necessary for you. So I think it is kind of in poor taste that they would push all these supplements on you, but I understand because that is their business, and pre-workouts do give you energy. Energy supplements do give you energy, but they're not necessary for you to build solid muscle. So the last thing I'll say about the Big Man on Campus program is about its lifestyle and time management tips that it gives to you, which are really great. So it gives you a bunch of tips on how to save time, how to manage your time, and how to manage having a bodybuilding lifestyle with your social life, which are really good recommendations. Again, you should check out the cheat sheet in the link below to go see what those tips are. So that's my review of the Big Man on Campus training program. Overall, I think it's actually a really good training program with good diet recommendations. However, I don't think a lot of the things are very well targeted to college students. There is too much time spent in the gym, there are too many workouts in a week, and a lot of the diet and supplement recommendations have the ulterior motive of trying to sell you supplements. Now, I don't think that a company trying to sell you something by offering you free information is a bad thing. If they wanted to sell you coaching or advanced dieting tactics, that's perfectly fine. But the fact that they're trying to sell you something that has a lot of evidence of not working or not being necessary for you to continue seeing improvements bothers me. So, however, if you want to check out this program in more detail, click the link below this video to go to the cheat sheet that I created for this program. And if you want to see my alternative recommendation in spite of the Big Man on Campus program, I'll have a link to that information below as well. So this has been Kyle with Campus Gains, helping you transform your body in college. Talk to you later, buddy.